Sabah everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I have for you my unboxing and initial impressions of the Google Clips. This is a tiny little camera that's supposed to create a lot of memory, but best of all, it's powered by Google's AI to be able to not only take great pictures, but also know when to take those great pictures. This is TK. Let's go ahead and check out the Google Clips. The box is very simple. Google Clips. Now this one is the greenish color. I'm going to say teal probably. So the main specs that we have here is 130-degree angle lens here that's built in, up to 3 hours of active live capture, 16 gigabytes of internal storage, no internet needed to capture. This is going to be independent. You do need a device to set it up initially. Gorilla Glass 3 on the actual lens, Wi-Fi with Bluetooth low energy, USB Type-C for charging, a 1.55 micron pixel size, and that's recording at 15 frames per second. So this is about a 12 megapixel sensor on this, and again, it's going to be recording at 15 frames per second. You enable it to basically not only record great videos, but also make them very short clips that saves directly into the internal storage. You notice none of these specifications mention a microphone, as this is not going to generate audio. This is purely for video and pictures. And here we are. This is the camera itself. This is actually the entire thing. We have a single button on the front, nothing on the back, nothing on top, nothing on the sides. On the bottom we have what seems to be a reset button, as well as a USB Type-C charging port. And of course we have the lens right here. Let's go ahead and take this off. The lens, as I mentioned to you guys, is a 1.55 micron lens, as well as the fact that it's a 12 megapixel sensor. And it looks like here is as up to f2.4. So that's the aperture on this, 130 megapixels, 130 degrees. And there is an option here for an on and off. And that's how you're going to be able to turn on the camera. And then that's pretty much it. Well, we have instruction manual. And then, of course, we have the case for it. This is going to be the housing for the clip, and it'll cover it entirely from the back. And then this is where you're going to be able to clip it. But not least, we have USB Type-C to USB Type-A cable to be able to charge it. The setup's going to be pretty simple. We're going to make sure that the Wi-Fi is turned on, and you're going to press and hold or press on the actual camera till you see some of the lights, so that you know it's ready to start actually getting into pairing mode. You'll click start. It's going to say searching, so it's going to look for the actual clip. Now, you notice we moved on. It says introducing your friends and family. The camera says your camera learns to recognize familiar faces over time. Give it a head start by analyzing your Google Photos download directly. So you can allow it to log into your Google Photos folder and be able to learn some of the faces that you have already taken a lot of pictures of. I'm going to go ahead and share that with it so that I can get it a little bit of a head start as to what we need to do. It'll go through and it's going to go ahead and analyzing this data. So this is about the only time that we're going to be using internet to be able to use this camera. Because once we're done setting this up, I'm going to turn off my phone and we're pretty much going to be using it by itself. And that was pretty much it. This says your camera is ready to use. I'm going to hit say finish. There is an option here. It says connect to your camera and use. You'll notice there's nothing on it right now. As I mentioned to you guys at the beginning, there is this little green switch. So you do need to turn it on. And the camera turns on. You'll notice there's this little light there flickering, so you'll always know when the camera is on. The other thing you'll notice here, it says live view, live preview. It's going to turn itself on. So here we have it. It's connected. It's live view. And now the camera, as you noticed, when I did a little bit of a tilt, it went into portrait mode and then it goes into landscape mode. So if the device is standing in this position, it automatically rotates and auto-corrects for the orientation. It always will record in the right orientation. You'll notice I'm looking at you guys, I'm looking at the camera. It will automatically rotate, and then there's this little calibration here so that you know that you are leveled. You are basically intended to clip this on things so that you could use it. Of course, you can use the flat surface, the back part of the actual camera, to basically position it and then put it on top of surfaces. Now, if you put it sideways, your camera will go in this position, and of course, you can go this. You can initiate a picture by pressing on the actual shutter, and it's grabbed the picture there. You'll notice it's grabbing a short video, so it's going to be something that once it's done, it's going to pop at the bottom of the actual screen. So I'm going to go ahead and go down here. And you'll notice here it started to take some clips. That was the last one that I just did. There is no audio from it, so let's go ahead and say edit. They'll take a picture, which is the still picture that it took, as well as motion. And that's where you're going to be able to basically either trim the video, make a little shorter clip. And this is the best format, as you'll be able to save it to your device and then edit it. You know, that's what I was saying. Hi. So I'm going to go ahead and go back. Now, bringing it down from the top, we have a few extra options. Now, we had live view, and that's what we were looking at. You'll notice there's an SD card option on the right side here. It says 0% full. On the left side, we have the battery meter. It tells me it's 95% full. So basically, we have enough power. We're going to go ahead and hit the gear. We have save clips to motion and then there's three options. There's motion photo, which combines a video and a high quality still. You can do straight video or do an animated GIF or GIF, whichever one you want to say, directly out of it. Video quality has an option to increase the quality of the picture, but that will take more space. Just keep in mind. Autosave, if you want to save all the clips directly to your device, otherwise they stay on the camera, they don't go anywhere. Capture rate, right now I have it set to medium. You can go high as well as low, and the more it captures, the better it learns. So I usually like to keep it on medium, as I want it to basically learn over time. Anti-binding gives us the ability of getting rid of that flickering light effect. So if you ever try to take a picture and you look at it live view and it's giving you like flickering light, just change it from 50 hertz to 60 hertz and it should be able to correct it, and it'll do it live. And then familiar faces are going to be where you're going to teach it how to learn those faces. You'll notice by default I already gave it access to my account, and then now we're going to be able to either sync it or update it if I've added more pictures. And if removing camera, this is pretty much the setting that you do. The camera is currently capturing, yeah, that's right. We'll go ahead and, okay. So you main thing you want to do is, this is how you unpair it and reset the camera if you ever need to do that. Removing it from the system will automatically unpair it, and you're pretty much done. And of course, under about, the app version is 1.3.8, camera version is 1.3.5. Again, very simple, very easy information. And of course, for help, you can get in touch with the help center, or you can basically send feedback directly through the app. Now, you'll notice that there's a persistent notification here. It says capturing, so you can click the live preview from there. It'll take you back into the application. But you're always going to know when the camera is recording. If it's recording on the camera, you're going to see this little light turn on. If it's recording directly on your device, you're going to see it in the notification shade, as well as the fact that you can go into live view and you can see yourself. So far, it looks pretty good. I like the form factor. It's small. Battery life is about 3 hours with consistent capture. And of course, it can go longer if you do like short sporadic captures. The main thing they say is that you want to position it in a good place for it to get a good view. You can either position it using the clip or put it upside down as I showed you guys, and then you'll be able to position it on a flat surface and take pictures with it. Other than that, I think it's very functional. Again, 15 frames per second is not going to be generating these super high quality images, but this is intended to be shareable moments, special moments. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how it's going to learn, what is it going to do, and how is it actually going to try to capture some of those sporadic, natural moments, which means I'm going to be in the moment. I'm going to be in the shot. I'm not going to have to stand behind the camera and position it. This is supposed to do it on its own, and it's going to capture those moments, and I can come back in here over time and then start looking. So you notice in that short time that I've had this camera set up, it took a few clips and it's starting to learn. What I wanted to show you guys is that you can swipe from the left and to be able to save it directly to your device. Swipe from the right, you can delete. And of course, if you don't do anything with this, it just stays on the actual camera. So these images that I'm looking at right now are all on the camera. You can do multiple selects, either save all, see selected one, or delete all. And you can clear up some space. It is intended to be kind of like a DVR service, so what's going to happen is as it fills itself up, it's going to start deleting some of the older stuff. So just be aware. And you notice right there, again, it is capturing, and it tells you that it's capturing. There's no hidden kind of thing. So my initial impressions of the camera, I like the aesthetics, I like the functionality. The setup is super, super simple, as you guys saw. I just turned on my Wi-Fi, I looked for the device, I found it, it connected, and it did actually want to connect and sync up with my Google Photos to learn more about the pictures. Now, they do recommend, of course, after you set it up, is to take an actual, kind of like a portrait picture. So try to teach it more about what you want to be able to basically capture. This is not going to take pictures of nature, this is not an action camera, this is not a GoPro, and it's not trying to be. It's intended to capture pictures of images and short videos of people and pets. So it'll learn who are the people that you're frequenting most by letting it see more things, and it'll try to capture those candid moments that you normally would never have had enough time to either A, take the camera out, get into the camera app, and then ask your subject to basically wait this entire time to get this entire thing set up. I like the fact that it's small, it's easy, and it looks like a camera, and it's not hiding that it's recording. When it's recording, you're going to know it's recording either directly on your phone, or you can leave your phone away and you can actually just use the clip to work right by itself. The light indicators that we have on the right side are going to work for two things. A, for connectivity, flashing for as far as when you're recording. And then when it goes a little bit more of an orange color, it's basically when either A, the memory is full, or the battery is low. And it is charging via USB Type-C. So I like the fact that at least it's consistent with the rest of the ecosystem of what we have as far as mobile devices. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like and subscribe as usual. There's going to be another video coming out with the review of this clip. I want to say thank you very much for your support. Again, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Have you heard about the clip? Are you excited about it? Are you getting one? And what are your thoughts on that? I'll see you guys in the next video.